I wanted to share a quick MISTI tip with you today to show you how I had aligned my hearts from the Verve Love Everlasting set to create this card. So get started. It's really quick and simple. I have cut my white panel. I have aligned it to the right edge of my MISTI. I like my mini MISTI. I use it often for card making, but for this alignment trick, you really do need move to run your cardstock up and down that right rail with the ruler. So I'm using my larger MISTI today. And I know that my stamped image that I want to use with a little bit of spacing room is 3/4 of an inch. So I've placed that where I want the first impression to be on my white layer. And I've got my cardstock set. And I'm going to start with the bottom color of my rainbow. And I'm going to make my impression with my purple. The thing about the MISTI is if I don't get a good clean impression the first time, the cardstock stayed tight. So I can just re-ink and impress again. And I'm going to leave that stamp right where it is on the MISTI lid. And because I know I've got 3/4 of an inch to work with, I'm going to slide my cardstock 3/4 of an inch down the ruled side and pick up my next color of ink, which in this case is a real pretty raspberry blue. Okay, and go to make my impression. Okay, and there I do overstamp it twice and get a nice crisp blue impression. I'm going to clean my stamp off of the lid of the MISTI. I'm never going to move my stamp on the lid of the MISTI. I want it to stay exactly in the same place, but I am going to move my white cardstock another 3/4 of an inch down the side. Now your image, you would need to measure and figure out how big your image is, how much spacing room you want, and how large your canvas is. And that's going to all come into play with how far you're going to move your cardstock each time that you reset for a different color. Okay. But in my case, it's that 3/4 of an inch. I leave my stamp attached to the MISTI lid. The only thing that I move is my cardstock 3/4 of an inch each time. Okay. So go to my fourth color, which is this real pretty orange. Give it a nice impression. Okay. Double up so I can get real vivid coverage. That lid doesn't like to go on my orange, so I always have to make sure I get that tight. And now I am ready for my last impression. I'm going to slide down one more time, 3/4 of an inch. Pick up my last ink color, which is a real pretty pink. Tap, tap, and press. Okay, that pink is so pretty. Okay, lift that up. I have a nice crisp impression of my double heart. I'm going to clean that off one last time. Move my magnets up, whoop, to the side, and then I'm going to grab a sentiment and I'm going to kind of set that in the corner. Okay. If your magnets just pop together like that, just slide them apart. Don't try and peel them apart. They could end up chipping on you, but they just slide apart. So I've got my sentiment in the corner. I'll pick that up and tap with my black ink, okay, and give it a nice press. Now I want my sentiment to be extra crisp, so it may take several inkings, but remember, because my stamp and my paper stay in place, I can do that without risking an overstamp or a halo or a shift. Okay, there you go. So now I have my main image panel and it's ready to put together and create a finished card. I hope you've enjoyed the MISTI tricks and tips, and I really hope you enjoyed the Verve blog hop today and your long weekend. Thanks for watching.